Hi, welcome back to Alpacamade channel. Where the heck are we and what are we doing? Well, if you tuned in yesterday, you heard me reading the first 24 hours, what a child's parent should be doing in the first 24 hours after a child goes missing. You also heard me express dissatisfaction with what we had gone through. It's too much. Remember these. Remember your first child if you are already a parent or if you are a grandparent. And every stinking detail that you could think up or remember, you put in these books. For your firstborn. Secondborn, if you had two children. The second one, the book got most of the stuff in it. Third child and on. You didn't ever fill out the baby book, did you? I know I didn't. Let's take that baby book concept and turn it to our advantage. The link for that author's baby book image is in the description below. For our purposes, what we are after is to try and put this publication by missingkids.org that has not been updated in at least a dozen years into a usable, functional format for our daughters, our sons, our sisters-in-law, our cousins, our mothers, our grandmothers, you name it. Now, of course, the drop-dead easiest way to do this is to get a binder, print off the document on missingkids.org when your child is missing, punch some holes, and stick all that information in a binder. Done. But are you going to actually know what that information is? Are you going to sit down and read 114 pages of the one that I read to you yesterday? Maybe, maybe not. When learning how to do something, the thing that I find helps me learn the quickest and the most permanent memory is to actually work with something. So my proposal to you is that we make a Find Me junk journal. Last year, about this time, we were doing paper crafts, and we did a master journal series where we practiced and learned papercraft techniques from making covers to making tags. We made our own templates, we dyed paper, we learned how to use our printer to create paper, and we learned how to make signatures for sewing into a cover. We learned how to do Midori binding, which was really cool because then you can take things out and put things back in, all kinds of stuff. And I have taken out just the basics. There's 8 or 9 videos from that series from last year and put it in a separate playlist called the Find Me Journal. And it is to get you started if you've never worked with papercraft before. Each video is a skill building episode, and if you've done paper crafts before and are very happy with glue all over your hands, then maybe you won't need to review what's in this playlist. But for everyone, I'm going to recommend that you at least watch the first video after this one, this being the introduction video. That video being titled Papercraft Essentials. It talks about glue and tools, just very basic stuff, no scoreboards, no die cutting machines, none of that stuff. Just basic tools. What works, what doesn't, when it works, when it doesn't, and why. Now I'm going to give you some reasons why I think you should do this with your sisters or your mother or your children. The first thing you're going to learn is that there are proven steps for parents of missing children that are effective and that make law enforcement's job very easy. From an information dissemination point of view, have all your children's vital information in one place. How old is my child? When is my child's birthday? Have they lost teeth or not? Have it all in one place so that you don't run around like a chicken with your head cut off trying to figure out where that stuff is. Spend time with your child doing this project section by section, teaching your child about safety and building your child's confidence that if I am lost or missing, Mom and Dad know what to do to find me and that I will be safe all the much sooner. Need I say more about the next one? It's the best baby shower gift ever. And finally, you're going to build your own self-confidence and your ability to handle this kind of crisis for at least the first 24 to 48 hours because you will know what to do and how to do it. Of course, now that I've given you this idea and you are comfortable with glue all over your hands, go ahead, run ahead of the class, and make your document, make your book, make yourself happy. For the rest of us, if you are interested in doing this project as a work along, these episodes will be posted on Sundays in the former paper crafting time slot. So Sundays, posting somewhere between 5 and 9 a.m. Another thing I would like to point out, for those of you who have senior parents and you're still caring for them and they may have a little bit of dementia or Alzheimer's, this project is a fabulous project, maybe slimmed down a little bit, but still a fabulous project to have to give to law enforcement and media should they go missing. I'm not going to talk too much about the materials, tools, and supply list that's been sitting over there on the right the whole video, only because you're going to get a better idea of what you might need from the Paper Essentials video right after this one. However, if you decide that you want to do an altered book as your Find Me junk journal, you really need to have a book that is 9 by 6, 9 inches tall, 6 inches wide, because it's going to make it the easiest for you to use printer paper. Your printer paper will fold in half to 5 by 7 and a few fractions, but it'll be small enough to fit in this book. So do go with 9 by 6. I hope you'll join me for this Makers Follow Along on Sunday mornings. I'd like to see what you create, and I'll post pictures. That's a wrap. I'll see you real soon.